And now, the Crypt Keeper of Creepy, the provocative prince of the tweens, the nightmare from Neptune. It's Zabujard!
If you're wondering where all the podcasts are, this channel doesn't have any neat podcasts on it anymore. What's going on? It's all Shrek farting cartoons. I'm putting them on the Rumble mostly because they probably say the N-word in them and stuff, and so YouTube is very, very picky about what they allow. So I'm going to leave a link to the Rumble. Please go check out the new podcasts on there and all that cool stuff. And because I don't like getting strikes on this channel and stuff. So go check out. Go check out the Peppa Pig's AIDS on Rumble, and I have a link to my podcast on Rumble. Bye. Thank you. Bye.
I get too excited when I drive. So much energy. High energy protons spilling over into our atmosphere. High energy protons spilling out over into our atmosphere. You can't have it both ways, but yes you can. Some people like it both ways. Some people go both ways. Some people bat for both teams. No teams. One team. Two teams. Three teams. I am what I am. Was the Dr. Seuss book quoting the Old Testament when it made that book called Sam I Am? Was it quoting the part where God, where the Old Testament Elohim creature said, I am the great I am, the lower God version of Ein Sof? Was he quoting the Old Testament when he said, I am the great I am? When he said, Sam I am, and I do eat green eggs and ham. I want it all. I want everything and nothing. Nothing is a part of everything, and everything is a part of nothing. And I have everything I want, and everything I need, and everything I get. Everything I need, I get. Everything I get, I want. Everything I want, I get, and I need, and I have. Everything I have, I get, I want, and I need, and I have it all. And I have nothing, and I have everything, but I mostly have everything. Because nothing's a part of everything, everything's a part of nothing, and everything you get, you want, you get, you want, you have. I have it all. Everything I ever wanted, I have. And I'm driving, and it's a best time to do protection spells in the car, because that will, I heard there's some warlock, I read his book, he's in prison, and what he does is he prays to the spirits that control the areas that he drives through. He lives in New York City. And so what he does is when he goes on the subway, he starts praying to these spirits who he thinks controls the areas around New York. I never thought of that, or did I? No, I didn't. Not until I read his book. And he was framed for murder back in the 90s. Or was he framed? Did he actually do it? He said it's in his book he doesn't, but maybe that's a lie. But we'll never know. Anyways, he had a nice book, and my back kind of hurts. I've been taking baby aspirin for my back because the chair posture, bad chair posture, blood coming out into people's feces, hemorrhoids, trash and pain that comes out of people's holes and things that they flush away. People bleed all the time and they flush it down, and they don't know what to do with their own blood. People don't know what to do with their own bodies. I want all of it. I want ultimate power. want ultimate knowledge, ultimate guidance, ultimate protection, ultimate guidance from above, from my ultimate divine future self that's guiding me and picked out my entire life for me. Did my future self pick out my entire life for me? Do I have any say in the matter at all? Do I have choices? No. Because what if our lives were already picked out since the day that we were even made as a energy, whatever thing, a soul thing? What if our lives were picked out for us immediately, and we're all playing parts in a strange game, a puzzle game, a game of AIDS, and everyone's playing because everyone has AIDS and everyone's getting AIDS. And where's this game going? Who's going to win the game? Who's going to win the game? What? How powerful are humans really? Extremely powerful, I bet. But nobody knows how to become powerful because everyone forgot, or everyone is gay-tarded. Who knows? Could be everyone's AIDS. Everyone lost their power somehow because now everyone was genetically mutated in strange ways, in ways we can't even imagine. Our brains tinkered down to the level of a gorilla when we used to have brains of supercomputers. Our brains used to be supercomputers, and now got the processing power of a paperclip, and it's raining outside. Yesterday and today, it's been raining yesterday and today, and it puts you in a strange mood because the rain is a beautiful thing. And it is pretty to look at and listen to and watch and things like that. And I stayed in my bed so I could listen to the rain. And I had long dreams. I had a long dream last night. I was at a Miley Cyrus concert in my dream. Hannah, Montana. And these black goo creatures that look like balloon animals with sharp teeth. They look like big bowling pins, but totally black and rubbery and wet and gooey and rubbery. And they were chasing everybody down and just gobbling them up in like one bite, just gobbling people up. And I got tired of running, so I don't know. There's a lot of running. And this was near the Miley Cyrus concert in the dream, and she was wearing very provocative. She barely had anything on, basically. She was in like a very provocative outfit, which is probably normal for rock stars now, right? And I don't know. I don't really remember what else. I ran into an old friend from when I was really young, and I said hello. And I got his phone number from him in the dream, and he said his phone number was 1-888-7777, and and he said it's a Utah area code. He said he lived in Utah now or something, I guess. But his phone number was 1-888-7777. In the dream, and I wonder what that number goes to. I'm gonna have to look up what that number is, and the roads are pretty wet, and everybody's having a good time on the wet roads, and it's important to take your shoes off and feel the concrete and feel the grass on your feet, because it's actually called hypercharging. It's a word I just invented right now. That hypercharges you. Think of like a phone charger. That's what it does to your feet. And I'm a foot person. I'm not attracted to feet, but I'm a foot person. And the weird thing about that is that my sign Pisces, it even says that they have like weird tendencies about their feet. Like I can't wear like socks and shoes and stuff because they give me the creeps. And so I just I appreciate my I fixate on my feet or whatever, and that's kind of the weird thing of that is that's like one of the quirks. I read this. It was one of the quirks because each sign probably has different body parts that they I don't know, that they think about. And for mine, I think mine was my feet or something, or I don't know. Anyway, and yeah, and so yeah, it's a nice night out. Everything's very wet, and I think I'm gonna go get something to drink. And but I'm not gonna drink very much because I think drinking is cringe, and I don't like people who I don't like how people drink and drive and then hit other people, because that's probably not good. So I don't like that. So I don't want to do anything like that. So I'm not gonna have very much, I think. And so I think I'm not gonna have very much at all. Just enough. And just enough. JEI, just enough information. And then that's it. And I'm not even gonna have very much at all. Because drinking and combining that with vehicles is not good. It's actually not good. It's not good. And so I'm sticking to that. And so I'm barely gonna have. Oh! Christmas lights are coming out. There's Christmas lights coming out on houses. If you look around, you might see some. So keep your eyes peeled and peeled. Key and peel. Keep your eyes peeled for the new Christmas lights coming out on people's homes. And happy Saturday, happy Friday. Friday's the day of love. Saturday's the day of, I don't remember. I'm gonna have to look it up. I have a witch calendar or something. And I'll talk to you guys real soon. Bye-bye. Bye.
I think if I had to name a religion to be, I think everyone's religion is different anyways, the way they practice. So I guess I would be a Jershchin or Jerish. Jershchin, because I would be following my own religion that I made up. And everyone, even religious people, follow their own kind of, they all have their own ways of doing things and going about their lives and their days and things like that. And I don't know, is Jesus ever coming back? Because I'm getting, is he in the room with us right now? Because I'm getting a stench, and I'm waiting for him to return. Here's the thing about Baptist Christianity. You could literally just wait until Jesus comes back, and then you could follow him. Because there's no rule against that. That's how you get around the rules. People are like, well, you better follow him right now. No, because I have my doubts, and I have my faith, and I have my belief, and I have my facts, and my fiction, and my jershin, and my diction. It's insane to ask somebody to blindly believe in something without, I guess, quote-unquote, hard proof. That sounds like what hardcore cults do for religions, that they do that. And they say, but our holy book says in verse 359, you have to do this and this, and that our prophet leader said this and that, and he also did miracles. Okay, let me see it in real life. When AI Jesus comes back, and he does weird AI miracles like floating on an iPad or whatever, then yeah, people are probably going to follow him because they're like, whoa, he can float on an iPad? That's pretty cool. It was probably the same thing back then. I know Moses had the 10... he wrote on the tablets, such as on electrical tablets, and the Book of Mormon was written on tablets. Why that word back then? Why tablets? Questionable. Lucifer's name is Louis Cipher. His name is literally a cipher, meaning to decode the matrix, to figure out what it exactly is going on in this retard realm that we find ourselves in. And not only that, but I feel like Christianity puts a lot of emphasis on the devil, on Satan. But there's no such thing. And I know there's a quote in the Bible that also kind of says that, but I mean, there's no specific... isn't there no specific person? Maybe I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. But, so anyways, Baphomet isn't real. Devil's not real. I kind of doubt Jesus is real. I doubt that Nikola Tesla is real. Random geniuses like that, like Nikola Tesla, who by the way worked in Budapest, one of the only cities that didn't destroy all the old world buildings. They left them all there, and they're still pretty much all there. I think the only city in the whole world that didn't destroy all their buildings using quote-unquote great fires. What was so great about those fires anyways, that they blew up all the most beautiful buildings that we didn't build? Probably ant creatures or some shit built them, who knows. Speaking of ant creatures, I'm getting a little bit grumpy at how disgusting the big-nosed tribe is in this realm, and this realm definitely seems like hell, and I think there definitely seem like hell's commanders in this realm, or some sort of purgatory or whatever. Sorry if that's rude, it's just, you can just tell by how they look, and how they act, and both of which are disgusting. It makes you want to puke. And, I don't know, I don't want anything to do with this realm. I know that's a little weird thing to say. I mean, reincarnation-wise, I mean, I don't have any offspring. I mean, I don't want to come back here, and I can see why Jesus wouldn't want to come back here either. Because this realm seems like a weird, hellish realm, and we can all tell it's ruled by the most disgusting creatures imaginable. Most of them have tiny hats on and large noses, but still, they eat youngsters, they drink the blood. I mean, why would I want to be in this realm? This is the grossest realm ever. And so it makes you question, right? Why am I in this realm? What did I do to get in this realm? These are questions I have. And as far as figuring out the answers, I think the best people to figure out the answers behind this place are people who like to read, or people who like to practice remote viewing. Probably one of those two things, or psychic-ish people. People who can still use a little bit of their psychic abilities, even though most of them were probably destroyed. Anyways, and so, yeah, I don't know what else to say. I haven't been reading very much. I haven't been making very many cartoons. I haven't even been exercising very much. I just don't know what to do. And that's where I'm at. I finally have health insurance. I can actually go to the doctor if I want to. For my sinuses, I can go to the dentist, which I did. I thought I'd have a lot more cavities, and somehow I didn't. And I don't exactly take the best care of my teeth. I drink a lot of soda pop. I was kind of expecting to go in there and be a bloodbath, to be honest, with my teeth, and they were fine-ish. And it is weird that Hebrew is tied to the most spooky people in the world, because it's the best language at decoding the matrix and hacking the matrix. It should have but I hate that it has anything to do with those creatures who have their hands in Hollywood and all the most depraved stuff imaginable, and then they also kind of claimed this hacking language. Think of computer hackers. Hebrew is about hacking the world and hacking the matrix. That's what the language is. There's not quite many other languages like it that I can think of, except maybe the super old ones like Sumerian, or what's the other one that's basically exactly like Hebrew that starts with an A? I cannot remember, but a lot of Hebrew books are written in both Hebrew and this other language that's very similar to Hebrew. I can't remember the name of it right now. And I don't even know. Pina, the horse is here. So I saw this guy wearing a 1990s hat. It just said 1990s on it. I thought it was pretty gay to wear a hat like that. I have a weird idea for a cartoon. It's pretty edgy, even for Newgrounds. I mean, it's only edgy because it has bad words in it. That's like the only reason why it's edgy. So maybe I'll do it, but I think that even Newgrounds would get pissed off just because it uses the N-word and basically all the other silly words I like. And I think maybe I'll buy that giant jungle gym and put it in my room this year for Black Friday. So write in the comments if I should get the 6-foot or the 10-foot jungle gym, and I'm going to have to figure out. I think it would piss off my parents. But I'm barely exercising. I wonder if that would even make me want to exercise more. I kind of doubt it. But you never know, I guess, right? You never know. So that's what I'm thinking about. Yeah.
Now it's time to have a snuggle with my very best friend in the whole wide world. You. Well, I'm glad you could come over. See you soon. Bye. And the clown jumped over the moon.